Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In today's article, Europe is skating on thin ice. The gas storage gamble gets riskier. In today's article, we've got a graph from Gasco. This is the Norwegian offshore developer, and showing the Ormen Lange facility as it moves through to an onshore processing plant and then off to the UK. Europe's natural gas market is entering winter with little room for error. Storage remains below last year's level, LNG competition is intensifying, and another Norwegian supply disruption is making the margin even thinner. Ormen Lange, another hole in the boat. Norway's Ormen Lange field has become an increasingly important concern. One of its two subsea compressor stations is out of service following a technical failure, cutting production by approximately 8.9 million cubic meters per day, or about 40% of field capacity. The outage was initially expected to end in October, but has now been extended to February 1st, 2027. If the full reduction persists from mid-July through February 1st, Europe could lose roughly 64 BCF of natural gas. Replacing that volume with LNG would require approximately 18 large LNG cargoes, assuming 3.5 BCF per cargo. That may sound manageable, but Ormen Lange is only one piece of the puzzle. Europe's winter gamble. Europe is effectively betting that Qatar LNG production recovers and additional cargoes return to the global market. The Strait of Hormuz reopens, allowing Qatar and other Middle Eastern producers to resume normal LNG flows. And winter starts warm, allowing inventories to build or withdrawals to remain limited, with no major polar vortex disruptions creating a surge in heating demand. The problem is that Europe doesn't need all three assumptions to fail. Even one major disruption could dramatically change the LNG balance. If Qatar remains constrained, Hormuz remains impaired, Ormen Lange remains curtailed, and winter turns cold, European buyers could find themselves competing aggressively with Asia for flexible LNG cargoes. The issue isn't necessarily that Europe runs out of gas. It's that Europe runs out of options. Europe may be skating on thin ice. The question is, how thick is the ice when winter arrives? You can learn more in the sources we've included in the article. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.